Hey guys! In this video we will present the timeline of Corey and Evelyn's relationship. We will take a look at the cheating allegations and suspicious circumstances of their wedding. We will also talk about what Corey thinks about Jenny in the present day. Corey and Evelyn have had an unconventional but passionate relationship on and off of 90 Day Fiancé. Although the couple only made their reality TV debut on 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way within the past few years, Corey and Evelyn's relationship has lasted for several years. Corey and Evelyn met each other around 2014 during Corey's backpacking trip in South America. While traveling in Peru, Corey and his friends decided to visit a beach touristy town in Ecuador. There, Corey met Evelyn and the romance started.
And she comes up to me and I'm like, whoa, what's going on right now? This doesn't happen. This only happens in the movies, right?
He thinks it was love at first sight, at least for him, I guess.
2 weeks later, Evelyn invited Corey to visit her hometown of Engabao.
And I live in a small village. It's 6,000 people and they're mostly fishermen. But it's also surfing, because I love surfing.
It's so crazy down there. It's like real Ecuador. People are slaughtering cattle in the street for the town to eat in the day. There's pigs running around everywhere. And they are really old school Ecuadorians.
Corey and Evelyn went on to have a long-distance, on and off relationship while Corey lived in Washington State and Evelyn lived in Ecuador. During their period of dating from distant countries, Corey admitted to spending over $40,000 on Evelyn and her family. Evelyn clarified that Corey was investing his money in her cocktail bar and not just sending her money.
So far I've given Evelyn $30,000 to invest in properties for us, $6,000 for her car, as well as $2,000 to invest in the cocktail bar. In total, I've given Evelyn $40,000.
Around 2017, Corey and Evelyn were on a break. While Corey presumably was in the United States, Evelyn's ex-boyfriend Brian visited her hometown. Evelyn was dating Brian for 2 years before meeting Corey, but she kept talking to him after their breakup. While Brian was in Engabao, Evelyn hooked up with him.
I didn't know my ex was gonna come to the town, but then he showed up, and then I made a mistake with him.
Evelyn didn't consider it cheating. I mean, were we on a break? That's a fine line.
Around 2018, Evelyn traveled to the United States on a tourist visa to try out living there. During her stay, Evelyn and Corey lived on his family compound in Miley, Washington. Evelyn was only allowed to stay in the United States for 6 months, and she decided to come back to Ecuador because she felt homesick and she was not impressed with the idea of living in the United States. At the beginning of 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way Season 1, Evelyn left for Ecuador as her visa was about to expire. Corey decided to follow Evelyn to Ecuador as he wanted to be with her, and all of his life savings were tied to Engabao. Corey's plan was to move there on a tourist visa that allows 90 days of stay in the country, and in the meantime he hoped that Evelyn would accept his proposal. In Ecuador, Corey and Evelyn were working on opening their bar for the season. In the town, Corey was kept being called by the name of Evelyn's ex. So Corey confronted Evelyn and she said they're still friends, and the only reason why townspeople call Corey her ex's name is because they think that all white Americans look the same.
Corey, it's not the first American I have dated. My ex used to really talk to everybody in the town. He is really smart and really funny, and everybody loved him a lot.
Later, Corey and Evelyn's friend Raul told Corey that the whole town knows about Evelyn's affair with her ex. Moreover, Raul himself had a crush on Evelyn, and they even kissed. Corey and Evelyn later fought about the latter still communicating with her ex and not even wearing her promise ring.
For real, are you in it or not?
I guess I'm not.
In January 2019, Corey's dad passed away from pancreatitis while Corey was in Ecuador. Evelyn couldn't come to the funeral due to not having a visa, so Corey traveled to the United States alone to be with his family through tough times. A few weeks later, Corey returned to Ecuador and he proposed to Evelyn. However, by the end of May, Corey was back in the United States. On June 11, 2019, Corey and Evelyn got married, according to Evelyn. The 90-Day Fiancé star claimed that the marriage was due to visa reasons. Corey's visa was reportedly expiring, and he needed a way to stay in the country.
I don't think I was ready to marry Corey, but Corey's visa was expiring, and we were in a good time of our relationship. With no other way for him to stay here in the country with me, I agreed to marry him.
However, it looks like Corey didn't need to stay in the country at all, as throughout the summer, he was posting photos from the United States. On August 11, 2019, the tell-all for the first season of The Other Way was filmed. During the tell-all, Raul confessed he still has feelings for Evelyn, and she wasn't wearing her engagement ring. After the tell-all filming, Corey was posting pictures solely from the United States. In the meantime, their castmate Laura moved to Ecuador and was hanging out with Evelyn. Corey recently shared that he and Evelyn confessed to Laura that they have gotten married, and when there was a falling out between them, Laura aired this on social media. At the end of September 2019, Corey had a lunch with Annie and David in Arizona. On October 3rd, Corey went on a friendly date with Larissa, which made Evelyn furious. Larissa went on social media and spilled some tea about Evelyn, saying that she was deported from the United States due to working illegally. Around the same time, according to Laura, Evelyn was getting cozy with an American hostel owner in Engabao. Evelyn denied all rumors about her deportation and cheating on Corey, saying that the man in question was just a friend. In November 2019, Corey returned to Ecuador, and he and Evelyn started talking about organizing a wedding. At the end of 2019, beginning of 2020, Corey and Evelyn were living together in Ecuador. According to Corey, Evelyn unexpectedly broke up with him, though Evelyn refers to the situation as taking a break. According to Corey, when they were apart, Corey traveled to Peru to renew his visa, though one would assume that he'd already have a long-term visa as Evelyn's legal spouse.
Evelyn tells me that she wants to go on a break. And I took that as we were completely broken up, and I freaked out, and I decided to go to Peru. I needed to leave Ecuador to renew my visa.
It looks like Corey was in Peru in February and beginning of March of 2020. At some point he and Evelyn made up. Once the lockdown was announced, Corey and Evelyn were preparing to quarantine together. 2 weeks later, Evelyn posted that she and Corey are quarantining together as friends. Evelyn wrote on her Instagram, "Just a quick update now that the What Now is up. Corey and I broke up. We are stuck in quarantine together, but that's it. We are friends and always will be." On 90 days of quarantine, the viewers saw that while Corey and Evelyn were quarantining together, Evelyn found out that Corey was hanging out with girls in Peru. And she also found a female shampoo for intimate hygiene in his bag.
I found a shampoo for women, like an intimate shampoo. You know what I mean, right?
What is an intimate? I don't even know what this
You
means.
use it for the intimate parts.
You have literally shampoo for your vaginas? Like,
Yeah.
what?
At some point of the quarantine, Corey confessed that he hung out with a girl named Jenny in Peru. But he told Evelyn that it was not serious. 90 Day Fiancé blogger John Yates claims that Jenny was actually living in Ecuador for years and she was in Peru temporarily. Both Yates and Evelyn hinted that Laura was the one who introduced Corey to Jenny. Season 3 of 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way saw the return of Evelyn and Corey on the show. The filming took place in the summer and early fall of 2020. During that time, Corey and Evelyn were planning a formal wedding. On that season, Corey came clean about his relationship with Jenny. According to Corey, things were that serious, she introduced him to her parents, and they were looking to get a place together. However, once he made up with Evelyn, he ghosted Jenny. Corey also couldn't negate the fact that he still had feelings for Jenny.
Do you still have feelings for Jenny?
That's a big one, man. Oh, that's a big question. Can I take a sip? I'll take a little sip.
Take a little sip.
Guys, any tequila back there?
After the episode where Corey met Jenny came out, he made a statement on Instagram. I would like to address the situation with the other girl that appeared on last episode. I don't even want to say her name, because it disappoints and disgusts me every time I hear it. I made a big mistake and blindsided the one I love more than anything. I'm ashamed by the mistakes and harm I made towards Evelyn. To everyone who says I deserve this other person, you don't even know her. You saw her in one scene. I can tell you she was never for me. What I did was wrong and very selfish. I never had any feelings for this other person, and I never intended to be with her. I never was or ever will be with this other person. Being with her was my biggest mistake ever, and I will be forever sorry for these actions. Corey then proceeded to apologize to Evelyn, saying that she is the most amazing person. The next day, Corey removed the post about Jenny and posted an apology. The apology was posted as a response to fans' criticism. The viewers were slamming Corey for saying mean things about Jenny. One fan noted that Corey is indulging in toxic behavior by dragging a woman down just to please his partner. Please let me know in the comments what do you think about Corey and Evelyn's relationship and Corey's words about Jenny. As always, please consider liking this video if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching this video today.